You said you just discovered this 2 weeks ago. Did I
Yeah,
hear that correctly?
yeah.
How did you discover it 2 weeks ago? How did you discover like the passion that you have has always been in you? Now you just realizing why it's been in you.
That's a great question. I was laying in bed one night and I was just thinking of what, okay, I know exactly what started it. Was like the Saturday night I was with my girlfriend telling her about my childhood growing up on Guam. And we had talked about it. I like went through all the goods, the bads, the uglies, the greats. And by the way, I love living on Guam. Guam is like my happy place. It is definitely my home. But obviously, with every childhood, there's ups and downs and tribulations. So we were talking about that. And then a few days later, I was laying in bed. And I was just reminiscing on more of my childhood and trying to figure out like my little sister's 14 and lives with us. And she's lives with us full time now, but she had been spending every summer with us for the past 5 years. Every summer, this girl comes to live with us and makes an extra $2,000 by selling something. Mind blowing. The first summer, I think she was 14 now, so she would have been 9 and was dog walking in our apartment building, made $2,000 dog walking at 9. And every year she just made more money and more money. I think last year she made like $5,000 selling clay beaded bracelets on the beach. And so I think these two kind of come together. And she moved in with us, which obviously is a big change. And her grades were better than she moved with us because our schools are better. And her grades were better than they were, but still, like, she doesn't enjoy doing homework. It doesn't enjoy this and that and doesn't want to go to school, which I get. 14 is a tough age. And then I sat down and I was like, Whitney, I don't think that the school and education part, yes, it's needed for entrepreneurs for sure, specifically in high school. But I think that in her is an entrepreneur. She's done something every summer. She's made something. We made an entire tech product, brought it to market last year when she was 13. So I did have to help her with a lot of the technical things, but that's how you teach an entrepreneur from a young age of how to flex those skills and the skills that they need. And now she will know how to make a UPC barcode for the rest of her life because we figured that out together. And she learned that at 13 versus I needed it for Global Sprout. So it's kind of nice that I learned it with her last year. But I was thinking about that. I was thinking about my childhood. I was like, okay, Whitney, I do care about her school, but I'm not as hard on her as I would be for someone that's like a genius, right? Of like, I love school, I want to do this. And I can tell she's more of the creative, hands on making things. I was like, wait, I was just like that. I just wasn't like, I didn't want to make a product. I wanted to have brick and mortars.